Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be doing a April budget sheet with me. I'm possibly going to be a little bit late with editing these videos, but these videos are probably going to be back to back. The reason for that is because my mom's birthday is coming up. We're getting everything ready. As I mentioned in the past video, we're going to be celebrating. My sister's coming from California, so it's going to take me a while for me to edit these videos. I want to spend the most time that I can with her and not have to worry about editing or anything like that. If you are new to my channel, hello. My name is Delia Mireya. On my channel, you're going to find cash stuffing videos, sinking funds, budget sheet, how to budget, all cash stuffing. And I'm going to be sharing with you today my April budget sheet. And I'm going to be showing you some of my debt. I'm kind of embarrassed to do that. I pray so much that I'm able to be debt free, hopefully someday. So let's get started. The sheet that I'm going to be using today, I have available on my Etsy shop. It's a downloadable sheet, so you can save it to your computer and then you can open up your Pages or your Microsoft and you can add the title, which today I put April budget sheet, and then for next month I'll put May and so forth. If you'd like to print it, it's a instant download. So make sure you check that Etsy shop. I'm also going to be selling the placeholders for 1,000. I haven't saved up 1,000 yet. Actually embarrassed to share that with you all, but it is what it is. I have a lot of debt and medical bills, mostly medical bills that are starting to come in. If you already have $1,000 saved up and you don't want to keep all of that cash in your envelopes, for two reasons. For safety, you probably want to keep it in the bank, or another reason is once you get to $1,000, it can be a bit bulky for your cash envelope, so you want to add a placeholder. I'm going to have these available on my Etsy shop. If you are new to my channel, or I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, the money that I'm using to budget or for my cash stuffing is my husband's income. We are on a one income in my family. Sometimes I do a little bit of side jobs, so I add that as well. I am in my mid-30s. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have one son. He is 6 years old. I keep myself pretty busy, friends. I know stay-at-home mom sounds like a lazy job. You probably don't do anything all day, just sit and watch TV. I actually don't watch much TV because I'm always busy either cooking, cleaning, doing lots of stuff. So I keep myself really busy. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in so we can start adding our home expenses. I have press-ons today, friends, so I'm going to try and write as best as I can with my nails. What I budget for my mortgage is $900. Now, I used to pay the full amount as a payment. The remainder of it I used to pay as a principal. But now what I'm doing is I'm getting that cash out, and then I'll probably make like a big payment in a couple of months. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's what I've been doing for the last 2 months. So I'm going to be having $37 left over in one of my cash envelopes. If you are interested, I'm going to be doing a cash stuffing after this video, so please subscribe if you haven't done so already. The first category box here, I'm going to be adding my home expenses. That includes mortgage, internet, cell phone. I'm not going to put my electricity or my water bill because I'm going to put them over here. I'm going to be adding them on the next box, which is variable expenses. These are expenses that change throughout the month. I'll be talking more of that in a little bit. So let's move on and go with internet. So I have mortgage, internet, cell phone, sewer, and trash. For internet, it's $65. That's what I budget. It's actually like $64.80, but I'm just going to say that the correct amount is $65. So I'm going to end up with zero here. So whatever is left over, like the cents, that stays in the bank because that is a automatic bill pay. For cell phone, it's $120. I'll just put 120 here. I really don't know what my bill is exactly, and the reason for that is we did a couple of changes. So I'm just going to put it's 120 and then I'm going to stay with zero there. Sewer is $80, and that I do budget for 80, and it is actually 80. So once I accumulate a certain amount, I'm going to go and pay. I'm going to pay for the whole year, and which I could have put the actual amount there, but I don't have it with me right now. I think it's like 300 and something. Trash is $36. Oh, I think it went up to 40 though. Now moving on with my variable expenses. Variable expenses are expenses that change throughout the month. For example, our water bill varies. Now we live here in Arizona, so it's starting to get a bit hot. We're going to start using water a little bit more. The plants are going to need it. We don't have so many plants, but they're going to need it. Water bill, I budget $40, and the actual amount was $38. And I was like, how is it so much? Like, we really don't spend that much. Like, we don't use our water as much, but it is what it is. Electricity, 200. That's what I budget for. The actual amount was 140, I think $41 and something cents, but I'm just gonna put $142. So I'm gonna end up staying with $58. Now those $58, I'll probably use them in the summer months when our bill is going to be a little bit higher, so I'll have more money left over. Let's say our bill is $258 one month. I'll have this money in my cash envelope, and then I'll just pay what I budget for plus the $58, so I'll have money and I don't have to be taking money from anywhere else. For groceries for the month is $480. We actually do use it all. Sometimes I need to borrow $30 for my eating out food, or I just don't get anything for eating out, but groceries has gotten so expensive lately. $480, and we actually do spend the $480. Gas, I like to budget $140 a month, and we've also been spending it all, like each month by month. One thing that I forgot is I'm gonna add my totals and put them over here. I already added these totals off camera, so I already have the amounts here. So 58, 59, 60, I'll have $60 left over. Friends, I had already filmed this video, and what happened was the lighting was really bad. One more thing that happened in that video that I'd like to cover a little bit about what happened was that I was feeling a little bit down that day. And the reason for that is because we had gone to the post office. We had a couple more medical bills that came in. And I was just thinking, like, how am I gonna afford this? So I opened up the bills and I was a bit positive, right? Telling my husband, we're gonna be okay, don't worry about it. But really, I was worrying myself. I was a bit sad, so that day I had to go to my mom's house. And on the way over there, I was driving. And one thing that happened was I was listening to praise songs. I was also praying on my way over there, but I was so close to crying, like my eyes were all watery. But I'm so glad that I didn't cry because my son was in the car with me and I didn't want him to see me crying over this. I was just really sad because I was like, how are we going to make ends meet to pay all these medical bills or all this debt? But then after I was praying, something happened. Like, my sadness went away all of a sudden. All of a sudden I say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. I know that I'm going to be okay. Thank you for giving me that comfort. I felt that comfort from our Father God, that He was telling me everything's going to be okay. So my sadness just went away. And for the rest of the day, I was feeling great. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing to paying all these bills or all this debt. What had happened that morning is I called one of the companies that they were charging me a big amount, and I called them. I was trying to set up a payment plan with them, and they said, you can't do a payment plan. Like, you can pay, she said, in payments, but you have 3 months to pay, and if you don't pay in 3 months, you're going to be sent to collections. And I was like, oh, is there anyone else I can talk to, possibly like a manager, so I can possibly talk to them about a payment plan? And she said, no, I'm the only person you can talk to, and there's no one else you can talk to. I told my husband, don't worry, we're gonna be okay. But then that's what happened after that. I drove to my mom's house, and that's when my eyes were all watery and I just wanted to cry. Then I felt so much better, and I know things are gonna be okay. So that's what happened. So that video that I had filmed before, the lighting was bad, and then I was also sharing this testimony with you all of what had happened. I was a little bit sad. I guess the memory came back, and then I was a little bit sad. So I'm like, you know what? I need to refilm this video. I don't want you all to feel bad for me, or I want to spread positivity to you all and to tell you all that if you are in debt, you are also going to get through it. I just want to spread a good message. I don't want you to feel sad if you owe or you can't make it with your bills. I've also been wanting to look for a job just because I really want to get out of debt. But it's been a little bit difficult for me because my son right now, he's, I guess you could say, half school, homeschool, and also we're doing online school as well. But I'm doing a lot of work with him at home, and I'm very, very proud of that. I've always wanted to be a teacher, so I have that opportunity to do that with my son. He is 6 years old, he's in kindergarten, he's already reading, so I'm very proud of him and also proud of myself as a mother that I've been able to help him with his school and learning. I'm very proud to say that he is advanced in his class. I just felt that if I started working like in the beginning of the year, I wasn't going to be able to help him out as much as I have helped him out. I don't know about you all, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I like to have food ready for my family. Food at the table, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, let me know in the comments, how would you feel if you're coming from work and you have food at the table, food ready to eat? You're coming home to a clean home. If I'm working, I won't be able to do all of the things that I do. It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle, but I don't know. It might be worth it at the end. I don't really know if it will, if I work full time, but then I just like to take care of my family, and that's what I really want to do. That's the story. That's why I really haven't looked so hard to find a job, but I know that I have to help my husband out and we can lower our debt. So for the third medical bill, this one, they're not letting me make a minimum payment, or she just said you have 3 months to pay. You can pay $30 today, because I did tell her, oh, can I pay $30 today? And she's like, you can pay $30 now, but you have 3 months to pay it or you're going to collections. I'm not going to put an amount there because I think I'm just going to pay with my credit card. And I know that my credit card debt is going to go up higher, but I'd rather it go to my credit card than get sent to collections or not be able to pay each month. So I'm a little bit sad about it, but you know what? I know in my heart Jesus is with me and he's going to help us get through this. So my credit card debt right now is $3,389. I had to pay another medical bill with my credit card. It's just some companies don't want to work with you, some do. So yeah, I know my credit card amount is going to go even higher. For a while, I think it was like for a year, I didn't have any credit card debt, and I would just leave my credit card at home, and I was so happy about that. But then I don't know, it just started adding up, and the other day I was telling my husband how much I owed, and he's like, how did it get that high? So then I went to my credit card statement and I started to read everything to him, and he's like, oh, okay. I mean, it makes sense. We've been spending so much, and when you're spending a lot on your credit card, that's when you need to budget yourself a little bit better. That way you have money for all of your bills first, and then to not use your credit card as much. So for car loan, we owe a lot, almost $20,000. I'm so embarrassed to tell you the real amounts that I owe here. I'm sorry. I probably will share them further along in my videos, but for now I am so embarrassed because right now, if I add up all these totals, it's $850 that we have to pay. $100 is for credit card, $450 for one car loan, $120 for the other, and then the rest is the medical bills. So I'm just so embarrassed, friends. Our debt right now is $4,794. Well, the actual amount. So if I add these totals here, it's $4,794.92, and the actual debt, and I'll just write it over here, is $5,564.92. That's going to go up even higher because I have to pay the $587 added onto my credit card because they really want me to pay that off. So I'm going to have to add that. Let me add up my sinking funds. $340 a month for sinking funds. That's $1,995 that I have to try and save up for the end of the year. I'm gonna put minus here because we still need 480. We still need a couple more amounts here. That's 1,650. This is my April budget sheet. I'm on a journey to being debt-free someday. Hopefully it will happen someday. Let me explain to you all how I get to my cash stuffing. This is my budget sheet. And what I do is, once I've made a list of all my expenses, all of the bills that I need to pay, I need to figure out which bills are going to be paid. My husband gets paid bi-weekly, so I need to figure out which bills need to be paid with the first check, which bills need to be paid with a second check. In order for me to do that, I've made another video explaining to you all in more detail on how that works, but let me explain to you all how that happens. So our mortgage is due on the first of the month. So I know that that bill is going to have to be paid with the first paycheck. So I'm going to be highlighting everything that needs to be paid with the first paycheck, and then I'm going to be highlighting in a different color what needs to be paid with a second paycheck. First paycheck would actually, since the mortgage is due on the first, I need to pay it with the last paycheck. Let's say my husband gets paid on March 25th. That's when I need to save. I don't remember the date that he got paid. At the last paycheck of the month, which would be my second paycheck, that's when I need to save the amount for my mortgage. So I'm going to be highlighting with what I'm going to be paying with the first paycheck in the color yellow. Once I highlighted everything that needs to be paid with the first paycheck, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding up the totals. So the total for the first paycheck would be $1,505. This is the revised budget sheet. Since I had already done it, I already know the amounts. But believe me now, the first time that I was doing it, I had a couple mess ups. Okay, now what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be highlighting what I'm going to be paying with my second paycheck. So groceries, I also grabbed some money. So I'm just going to be highlighting it pink as well. Medical as well. Car loan, I stuffed this with my side job, so I'm not going to be highlighting that. Once I added up everything that needs to be paid with a second paycheck, the amount is $1,565. I also want to put the paycheck dates. He gets paid on the 14th, and he also gets paid on the 28th of April. Now for my cash stuffing, you have to wait to see that video that I'm going to be putting next. But let me explain to you a little bit, just in case you forget to watch my video, which I hope that you don't. What I want to do is I want to do cash stuffing videos weekly. That way, if you do weekly cash stuffing, you kind of get an idea of how I do my cash stuffing, and hopefully you can get some ideas from my videos as well. So I'm going to be doing weekly cash stuffing videos, but as I mentioned, I'm probably going to be backed up with the videos with the editing, but these videos are going to be back-to-back videos. So what I'm going to do is, for example, mortgage, I'm going to have to take the $900 and I'm going to have to divide it by 4. That way I need to set aside money weekly in order to come up with the $900 a month. That's one way to do it. The second way is, for example, mortgage is $900. I'm going to have to take divided just by 2. So the last 2 weeks of the month, since it is my second, I'm going to be getting $450 and $450, and then cash stuff it that way. I'm hoping it makes sense, friends, and I'm hoping that you're able to get some motivation, learn a little bit about budgeting through my videos. I'm hoping I'm explaining things well. If you're not understanding something, please leave me a comments below. Maybe next time I can explain it a little bit better. This is how I do my monthly budget sheet. I'm hoping that this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video. I think that's pretty much it, friends. May God bless you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.